And here we got Ken.
Oh boy.
Hey, listen.
Jimmy!
Go deep! Go deep! Hit the heart of darkness! Don't be stupid here.
Alright guys, this is a little story. A day in Danny's life.
Oh no.
Danny, I love you. Good to see you. Well, there was one period of time that Danny and I used to go out pretty much every night. And Danny had this habit of going for the kill was really easy, you know, other people's girls. He would. So we're standing at the patio at Century Club. Oh. Century Club. Oh. And there's this really beautiful Asian girl that just passes by.
Is it Dragonfly?
No, this was Century Club.
Who's telling the story?
Yeah, dang, sit back, lay back, calm down.
And the girl goes to our friend Braden. Braden, is that you? She just passes by. So we catch up with her later, and we figure out that they went to high school together. And she used to have a big crush on Danny. Yes. So
Danny.
we knew how Danny was, so we invited her over the next night of Dragonfly. It was somebody's birthday. Whose birthday was it?
I don't remember.
Okay. Most of you guys were there that night. Dragonfly. And the plan was that we're going to walk in a little later. Danny was in the bar, and we were going to introduce her to Danny, and we just walk away. And let Danny do what Danny does best.
Poor girl.
So we walk in, and sure enough, Danny's at the bar. Like, Danny, do you mind just, keeping her company? And we'll be back. 20 minutes later, Danny's on the dance floor dancing with her. Comes back to Braden and says, Braden, I'm sorry, I think she likes me. Do you mind if I?
Yeah.
Sure, Danny, go for it. And we're in the background watching this whole thing. An hour later, Danny's making out with her on the dance floor.
That's where this is going. She was attractive.
Jimmy,
She was a good-looking woman.
Yeah.
tell me if it's okay. It's not strong enough.
So
Let me
that
know.
night is over. And all week, Danny's been talking to her on the phone. Danny's in love.
Is it okay?
Story. And there's a point that we are shooting pool at his house, and he's like, Ken, I found my girl, and we're going to find yours.
Now it's just making shit up.
So, the following weekend, Danny has a date, big date. He's in the bathroom singing, you can hear him, we're got a towel around his waist. And he has his clothes all pressed nicely. And he comes out, and Braden Harris and I are waiting in the living room for his reaction. So Braden got his yearbook and circled her picture in the yearbook. And he comes out, and he's still singing, and all of a sudden there's silence. All of a sudden it's like, oh shit! Motherfuckers! That happened to be, used to be Michael. And she had a full sex change. That was Karen.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
Nice. He couldn't wait to tell that story. Okay, he's not scheduled, but Ed would like to say a word or two.
All right, it's really good to be here. I know we're kind of pressed for time, so I'm going to keep this short, just like Danny.
You got to report to prison, right?
Danny, I've always thought of him as as Wendy's kind of annoying, less talented brother. You know, I've always been impressed at what a illustrious, talented family that he's had, and it just makes me wonder, did they adopt him or something? You know, but you know, I gotta give Danny credit. He's thrown a lot of great parties, and I've had a great time at just about all of them, even though he was there. But gosh, Danny, you know, we love you. I don't know why. I think that one thing everyone in this room shares is that we just continue to tolerate you. And thank you very much, and I guess we're just doomed to 40 more years.
Thank you, Ed. And now, we have a special, well, first of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but yesterday Danny was in a car accident. Danny rear-ended a guy. No, I'm sorry, a guy rear-ended Danny. Danny got out of the car and he looked at the guy and he said, "I am not happy." The guy said to him, "Well, which dwarf are you?" We have a special guest here to roast Danny. Mr. Brian McWilliams.
So this is Danny's roast, huh? You know, I gotta say, I'm not surprised it hasn't taken that long to get finished, because I'm the last person. It takes 15 minutes to roast a pound. So we're about done here, I think. I wasn't invited to this affair, by the way. I wasn't. I don't think Danny realized that it doesn't cost any money to send an email. So I've been hiding back there like Anne Frank. But instead of writing about the Nazi occupation, I've been writing cheap, short Jew jokes.
Are you gonna drink here?
So not only is Danny old now, but he's also a filthy kike. And I apologize to any filthy kikes in the room. I say that. So not only now, he's not wearing Depends, but instead he's just wrapping his ass in old copies of the Jewish Journal. Danny's turning 40, which means he's growing at the rate of about an inch a year. 2 more years, he can ride the teacups at Disney. So let's make a party for that occasion. Maybe we'll do it on the same day they have the gays are allowed in. So Danny's dad is here. Where is he? Where's Peter? I just met Peter. Did you know on the night that Danny was conceived, Peter tried to pull out, but as you can tell, he only made it halfway. Too bad. There's another half Danny left on the sheets. So Danny obviously goes by Danny, which is odd that a man of 40 would go by Danny instead of Dan, Daniel. But that's just because, at least by going by the moniker Danny, he can hit on and date girls that are the same height from the elementary school dog. Young sounding, unintimidating. Now here's a question. Have you guys ever noticed the similarities between Danny and Ryan Seacrest? No, wait. They're never in the same room at the same time. Think about that. It's because nobody can stand being in the same fucking room with Danny. That was a sneaky one. I didn't think that was going to go there. So Danny's in great shape for 40. You can tell he's not a big guy. He can still fit in his original Ewok costume for when they filmed The Return of the Jedi. Still fits. Still fits. Good job on that. Good job staying at peak form. I get a drink of my beer. Just hold your applause. You know the only sexual contact Danny has had in the last 5 years is when a woman tried to breastfeed him thinking that he was her baby. About a week ago that happened, he told me. He was really excited about it. Yeah, it's that whole movement of breastfeeding in public. He's a big supporter of that. You know, Danny had a dog once, but he had to give it back because he kept trying to bury him in the yard. So Danny, what now? There's some more jokes. So, Danny, you don't have any kids, so I guess the golden name dies with you. Along with hope, career aspirations, a sense of family pride, and a father's love for his son. Sorry, Peter. Valentine's Day is Monday. I'm sure many of you happy people know. Danny, are you going to get your right hand anything? Maybe some short stem roses?
I already got it.
Oh my God.
So Danny and Wendy moved in together at 40 and 41 respectively. Yes, let's applaud that. I guess that was the trigger for the pact they made as kids to both die old and alone. They hit it. They hit it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give them an applause. One quick question for everybody, then I'm going to be done. But have you guys ever gone drinking with Danny? Anybody here? Really? Because I haven't. Who the fuck would want to? Danny Golden, everybody. 40 more years of prosperity.
That's Brian McWilliams. You can catch me every month over at the Comedy Carnival. All right, that concludes our roast of the motherfucking Danny Golden. And now Danny would like to thank up the night by saying a few words.
I just want to say, as I stand here tonight, watching what had just happened and seeing all of you, I'm reminded of how fortunate you are to have me in your life. You know, I've had a lot of experience in life and a lot of stories, a lot of experiences, some regrets, but I don't regret any of you. Well, maybe a few of you, let's be honest. Okay? Now, thank you all for coming. This was just awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. This is really wonderful.
Get out!
Hilarious!
Yay!
I know. There's another short joke we saw, right? They never got rabbits. For a long time.
How'd you like those short jokes?
Oh, that Jamie was on the roll.